You wouldn't expect the beautiful surroundings of Kew Gardens to be at the epicentre of a NIMBY debate, but a decision to double the number of nighttime events allowed right here has sparked outcry among some local residents. Tales of evening visitors urinating in front gardens wasn't even enough to convince councillors to veto a licensing extension during a 5-hour debate at Richmond's Town Hall. And according to Michael Glazebrook, chairman of the Kew Society, it's a decision that could prove enormously damaging.
We're very disappointed because we felt that this original licence that they had since 2005 was one we were prepared to live with, which only gave them 6 major events a year. And that licence we have lived with for 6 years, and it's been a working relationship that we're satisfied with. It's not ideal, but we can tolerate it. And doubling that to 12 events a year is something that we think is far out of proportion to the venue. It's just going too far, and it's causing too much trouble and inconvenience for the residents, beyond what I think is reasonable. This application has raised more objections than ever has been received in the history of Richmond licensing. There were 185 objections to this application, which is a record for Richmond in its whole history. And in spite of that, they still doubled the licences, which we were very surprised at.
But Nicola Savage, head of venue hire and events, is adamant additional use of the gardens can only benefit the area.
I would say that Kew, we're a responsible operator. We're not looking to change the way that we've managed events in the past, and we have been praised openly by members of the local community on the way that we have managed events, so we're not looking to change that dramatically. The concerns of the local residents mainly centred around parking, traffic and noise. I can only assure them that we will work very, very hard to make sure that we impact as little as possible on their lives in the local area and where they live, with regards especially to the large scale events that we run, because that seemed to be where most of the concern was, rather than our smaller events that take place on a more regular basis. With the new licence, we will be looking to increase the capacity an extra 2,000 people per night, and that will be up to a maximum of 6 nights. In terms of benefiting the local community, I can guarantee that the local shops in the Kew Village will benefit from the additional footfall coming through, whether that be to purchase some of their picnics that they bring to the event, or whether it be just to come to Kew and see Kew in a different light, and whether they come back to Kew as a visitor in the day experience, which again is very important to us as an organisation.
While some big-name artists are already expected to perform this summer, the Kew Society's vow to scrutinise the impact of such events will hardly be music to the ears of organisers.